Good afternoon, everyone. Be honest. How many of you have stayed up way too late studying, working, or just scrolling on your phone, thinking you'll catch up on sleep later? I know I have. I know I definitely have, and I'm sure a lot of you have too. The problem is that losing sleep affects us more than we realize. As college students, we're constantly balancing class, work, and everything else going on in our lives. Sleep is usually the first thing we sacrifice, even though it has a huge impact on our health, our focus, our mood, and even our grades. I chose this topic because, like a lot of college students, I know what it's like to stay up late trying to finish homework or getting ready for work. After reading information from Harvard Medical School along with recent peer reviewed research, I realized just how important sleep really is. Today, I'll explain why sleep is important, what happens when we don't get enough of it, and a few simple ways we can improve our sleep. First, sleep is important for both our physical and mental health. According to the Harvard Medical School Division of Sleep Medicine, sleep is essential for healthy brain function, physical health, and emotional well being. While we're sleeping, our brains are actually very busy. Sleep helps our brain process information, store memories, and prepare us to learn new things the next day. Our bodies also use this time to repair muscles and tissues, strengthen our immune systems, and restore our energies. On top of that, getting enough sleep helps improve our mood, lower stress, and makes it easier to stay focused throughout the day. When we constantly get enough sleep, we simply feel better, think more clearly, and perform better in school and our everyday life. Now that we talked about why sleep is so important, let's look at what happens when we don't get enough sleep. Sleep deprivation can have serious effects on both our health and our ability to learn. According to Mariam Salari and her research team in 2026 study published in the peer-reviewed journal Behavioral Brain Research, sleep deprivation is linked to significant physical, mental, and cognitive health problems. Their research found that when we don't get enough sleep, it becomes much harder to learn new information and remember what we studied. Another study by Darius Devitshu and his colleagues, published in the Journal of Biochemical Technology in 2023, found that sleep deprivation reduces attention, memory, and overall academic performance. Think about taking an exam after only a few hours of sleep, which I definitely did today, even which is was a big mistake. Even if you study for hours, your brain isn't working at its best. You may have trouble concentrating, remembering information, or solving problems that normally wouldn't be difficult. Over time, regular missing sleep can also increase stress and negatively affect both your physical and mental health. Since we know how harmful sleep deprivation can be, let's talk about a few simple ways to improve our sleep. The good news is that changes in our daily routine can make a big difference. According to the Harvard Medical School Division of Sleep Medicine, they also stated that going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps regulate your body's natural sleep schedule. They also recommend reducing screen time before bed because the blue light from our phones, our tablets, and computers can make it harder to fall asleep. Creating a relaxing bedtime routine, such as reading a book, listening to calming music, or avoiding caffeine late in the day, can also help improve our sleep quality. As adults, we should aim for about 7 to 9 hours of sleep each day. Making sleep our priority instead of treating it like an option can improve our focus, our mood, our overall health, and even our performance in school. So today I've talked about why sleep is important, how sleep deprivation affects our bodies and minds, and a few simple habits that can help us better our sleep. The next time you're thinking about staying up for one more hour to finish an assignment or scrolling through social media, ask yourself if it's really worth it. Getting enough sleep could help you do better the next day than staying up late ever will. Sleep isn't something we should try to squeeze into our schedule. It's one of the best investments we can make for our health, our success, and our future. Thank you for your time.